Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European Indices for Thursday, August the 26th. And just starting on the weekly chart here to get the bigger picture. We're looking at wave 4 here going up to wave 5. We need 5 waves within that structure. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here and second here. Looking for the third, fourth and fifth of the fifth. So we're in between 2 and 3 here, and we're looking at 1 and 2 here. We've got quite a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the third wave. The fourth wave was nice and complicated, and the fifth wave here is still a little bit short when we compare it to wave 1 or wave 3 here. So we're expecting it to push higher, and also too we would like to see it go quite a lot higher really, because that's the length of wave 1, and would expect wave 3 here to be longer than wave 1, and we haven't seen that yet. However, at the same time, we're seeing a fair bit of weakness in this structure here. It's kind of overlapping, and I even wonder if that this wave 4 is actually finished and we need to put wave 4 over here and look at this as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave coming down here, which we'll have a closer look at. But wave 5 is not done and dusted yet, but anyway, let's go in and take a closer look at that. So the takeaway here is that wave 5 is still really quite short compared to 1 and 3. And also in the bigger picture, beyond that structure, wave 1 is still longer than wave 3. On the daily chart, we've got wave 3 with an A and a B and a C for wave 4 here. And then we started counting up through here. Now we had a bit of a problem with this because, well, there's different ways to count it. We're looking at this as wave 1 and 2 here. That's all fine. So we were looking at this as wave 3 and coming back for wave 4 here, just being very conservative. But the wave 4 has overlapped wave 1. Can we still call it wave 4? I don't know. I'll just leave it there for the time being. You know, if I just finished reading the Elliott Wave book, well, then it would be wave 1 and 2 here and 1 and 2 here, pulling back to the 50-60% retracement level and looking at that as wave 2. And then looking at this moving up into wave 3. So we'd also want wave 3 here to be longer than wave 1. So a long way to go with all of this to get up through, up to this, you know, this, finish this structure off way up yonder here. So, you know, is this the right count? I'm not quite sure. The other way to look at this is because it's sort of lagging here and it's overlapping here. So it's really left us with, you know, 3 waves here. So we could call it an A and a B and a C for an expanded flat, which would leave wave C down here in wave 4. So 5 waves down for wave 4. I don't think that's the case either. It's just we're not seeing the market push up. That's the thing, you know, where the US markets are, you know, moving along sort of quite nicely. But let's just continue to cruise in through here. So I'm just really pointing out that, you know, it's just behaving quite sluggish, but still wave 4 here, wave 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 would be the correct count, because wave 4 is overlapping wave 1 here in that instance. So the other good thing here, I guess, is that this move down through here is, whichever way you want to count it, is an A and a B and a C. It is a bullish corrective pattern, so we should see this move up here further. The other problem that I've got here now, I thought that we would just push up as 1 and 2, and, you know, we pushed up here sort of nicely, is that we've only got 3 waves up here. So from this top down to here, we could also look at this as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave. In fact, we could look at it as, you know, if we do use this as a B wave up here, we could look at this as wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 1 here, A, B, C, back for wave 2 here, down for 1, back for 2, and then rolling over further. So that situation would occur if we took this low there and that top there, then any breach below this 50-60% retracement level here, or let's just say the 61.8 becoming the retested resistance, then that would put a bit of a spanner in the works as well, wouldn't it? So we need to see that come through there and that recheck it as resistance and then fail from that point. It's okay to come down, you know, and then move back up, but retesting and failing it, that would put a bit of pressure on it, because I've only got 3 waves up here and not 5 waves, you know. So maybe we could look at this as, you know, a 1 and, you know, up here for wave 1, back for wave 2 here, or I mean back for an A wave, a B wave and a C wave here, and then move off from that point there. But it's just looking a bit weak and a bit unusual. That's all I'm trying to point out. You can see it sort of rolling over here, and we can see that. I mean, maybe we could count that up as 1 and 2 here and 1 and 2 here, and I don't know, just sort of just not looking right, you know, that's the thing. So there's different ways to call this low in through here, but the obvious thing that I need to point out is that, you know, this does appear to be an ABC correction to this point here, but so does this at this point here. So yeah, all I can say is that for the market to remain bullish, taking that top there and looking at this as the 50-60% retracement level at that point, yeah, it really needs to stay above that. So that's a point of weakness there at this point. So we could say this is all a group 2 here, 65, 72 and 80. So if the 72 became the retested resistance, then we've definitely got something else happening at that particular point in time. When we compare it, say, to the FTSE over here in this regard, the FTSE is doing okay. We can also look at this as wave 2 or 4, but wave 4 would also have overlapping wave structures. We've been through that. So let's just, for the time being, we'll look at this as the A wave, nice B wave here, and then 5 waves down for the C wave, be it 2 or 4. It doesn't really matter at this point in time. And then the market's moved up quite nicely. We could look at this as 1 and 2 and 3 here, and ABC for 4, but then again, it's kind of overlapping here. So we could look at it as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here. And then we're building up here. We've only got 3 waves up here so far as 1 and 2 and 3. So we really need to, this is just not finished yet, so we should see another move up here. The stochastics are pulling back and loading the gun, so to speak, because this has moved all the way down, why this hasn't moved down very much at all. So that's why that should continue to move to the upside. As we noted before, this was also a corrective pattern. So we need to take out that top. So we have taken out that top, but we've only got 3 waves here, and we'll need 5 waves there at least for that. So I think we're still climbing. It's just that the European folks are just a bit lazy. They're not pushing enough buttons, you know, to push this market to the upside. We'll have a look at the stock 50. Euro stock 50. This is the tick chart here. It's just 100 ticks on 20 here. And I just thought we'd just focus in on this for a moment as well. So once again, we can call this, I've tried to look at this here. You know, I've looked at it as an A and a B and a C wave here. I've tried to sort of, you know, could I get 5 waves out of it? Because I try to look at both sides, and because if you're a bearish person, you tend to, talk about, the bearish side of the market more, or if you're a fisherman and the fish that got away, it's not always bigger than it actually is, and all that sort of stuff. So we need to watch ourselves in all of this. So I tried to look at both sides. So I tried to look at this down here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1, back for wave 2 here, and this is the 3rd wave here, an A and a B and a C for the 4th wave here. And then looking at this as all 5 waves down here. To look at this, can I get 5 waves out of that? But the wave 4 definitely overlaps wave 1 here on that. So I tried, and that's about the best that I could come up with. But otherwise, it makes a nice ABC correction. But once again here, when I look at this, we can look at this as wave 1 and 2 here. That's all accounted for, so that's all cool. And then I've counted up here. Just want to show you what I've done, and it's good to look at, even if you don't trade the market, it's good to, to understand your neighbors and compare the situations and understand your differences and things. So 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 up here for the 3rd wave, 4th wave, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the 3rd wave. So I've got the 3rd wave. So in this case, we don't have any overlap here on this. So that's okay. That looks rather impulsive down here, doesn't it? So I wonder if we should call this the A wave here and a B wave over here and a C wave coming down here for this. So Thursday gives us, a bit more of a bearish move and then pushing up from there. So there's a good case for that. You know, if I could count 5 waves down here, then I'd have to look at this as an A and a B and a C wave here. Then I'll have to look at this as wave 1 here, back for wave 2 here. So if this drops down here further, then there's, you know, overlaps this, then there's a problem at that point, you know. But anyway, all I'm just saying is that they all look a little bit weak, but let's just give them a little bit of time. Thursday in the bullish weekly cycle is normally the bear day, so we've got to get through that. But if it is bearish on the Thursday, that should leave Friday and Monday the bullish days, and that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. But also too, we've got all the plods in the hole at the Jackson hole, so we don't know what's going to come out of that over the weekend. So it's probably a good idea to tighten things up. I mean, the ECB's in no better shape than the Feds in what they're doing, and nor is Australia from over here as well, that nobody really talks about. Everybody's happily sort of printing away. So yeah, we don't know what's going to come out of the gates over the weekend, so just be mindful of that. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Sorry I don't have any really clear answers. I'm just talking about weakness today. Yeah, alrighty, cheers.